Hello, I'm Christina Ernie with tonight's Back Bay South End Report. Boston commuters who normally drive through the Prudential Center Tunnel on the Massachusetts Turnpike should start planning alternate routes for the coming weeks. The scheduled renovations for the tunnel's ceiling will reduce highway space to one lane in each direction Friday through Monday for the next 4 weeks. The 50-year-old cement ceiling has shown signs of deterioration, which warned the Massachusetts Convention Center Authority that it needed to come down. The Massachusetts Department of Transportation says anyone planning on driving through the tunnel within the next few weekends through April should expect detours and heavy traffic in the Back Bay area. Project managers say the construction will be put on hold 2 weeks before the Boston Marathon to accommodate for the heavy volume of visitors. Some cars found themselves stuck in hours of traffic this weekend as the project kicked off, and another unexpected delay made the traffic worse. On Saturday, a cement truck rolled over and left a hole in the Prudential Tunnel's wall. Although there was no structural damage, the accident temporarily shut down the tunnel and nearby exits. The ceiling renovations continued as scheduled, but the fuel spillage from the truck created another major setback for Boston drivers. Mass DOT recommends that anyone planning on driving through the Prudential Center Tunnel in the coming weekends should seek alternative routes that can be found on their website. In some sad news, an elevator operator fell to his death in an elevator shaft on Friday. Emergency medical services responded to a call from a Back Bay office building at 31 St. James Avenue. While the Boston Police and investigators from the Occupational Therapy and Health Administration have yet to determine the cause of death, so far it appears to be a tragic accident. In other news, Massport is creating a shuttle between the Back Bay and the airport for travelers affected by the closing of Government Center Station. The shuttle will run between Logan Airport, Copley Square, and Heinz Convention Center. The fare will remain the same for people with an MBTA pass and $5 without the card. Some residents of Boston think the shuttle is unnecessary. They say that other train lines will bring travelers to the airport faster and would avoid heavy traffic in the mornings and afternoons. But Massport says the shuttle will reduce increased commuter traffic at those train stations during peak traveling times. In other news, a new South End restaurant brings a fresh taste of New England favorites and seafood back into the city. Merrill & Co. opened its doors at 1 Appleton Street in early March in the former location of 28 Degrees. The restaurant is a fusion of New England seafood and Southern flavors with a raw bar and an extensive wine and cocktail menu. Merrill & Co. is the latest restaurant run by the same hospitality company as J.M. Curley, which is a 5-minute walk from the Park Street train station at the Boston Common. The restaurant's owner, Babak Bina, says Merrill & Co.'s menu will serve some of J.M. Curley's most popular items, like the Epic Burger, and is taking J.M. Curley's feel, but will focus on small plates for family-style dining. According to bar manager Kevin Mabry, he wants the restaurant to be known for its pairings of oysters and sherry that he says work so well together. Mabry is beverage director for both restaurants and is also excited to unveil the bar's slushie machine. In other news, a retired Quincy cop awaits trial with charges for hitting a man with his car in front of a T-stop and driving away. 69-year-old Lawrence Stead allegedly struck the pedestrian at 6 in the morning on Massachusetts Avenue in front of the Orange Line station. The victim, who is said to be in his 50s or 60s, was brought to the hospital and remains in critical condition. Stead was arrested later that day when his license plate was traced to his home. Stead is expected to appear in Boston Municipal Court Thursday. That's it for the news from the Back Bay and South End. See you in 2 weeks with more news. Chris, back to you.
Thank you very much, Christina. Up next, the Alston Brighton Report with Rachel McCubbin.